heart of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take? Somebody's asking, how long will prejudice blind the visions of men? I come to say to you this afternoon, however difficult the moment, yes, sir, however frustrating the hour, it will not be long.
I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear.
But don't scare Negroes today with no badge or no white skin or no white sheet or no white anything else. The police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
This is Seven the Slayer.
This is Jay Black.
We present to you Keith Latix, where every voice is heard.
Holla.
Hey.
It will not be long.
Happy 4th of July, y'all.
Fuck that. We don't do this here. Happy Wakanda.
You say what?
Fuck that. We don't do that here. Happy Wakanda.
Wakanda. I hear that.
Son, we don't do that.
Yeah, man. Season 1, episode 5.
Celebrate false freedoms.
Yeah, man. There's a lot going on, though. The president that we had. Man, how's your week going, dog? Being blessed. Being blessed, y'all. You did?
Yeah, made life better, man.
Getting rid of people. Yeah.
Getting rid of negativity out of the life, man.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that baggage.
Life is too short.
Showing up. Anybody that's tuning in, you can check us out on the Instagram. You can check us out. Hey, you got anything you need to say? You want to get off your chest? Even reply to any of the topics that we're going to talk about today. It's a chat, comments right next to the link to the Chop It Up show. I mean, not to the Chop It Up show, sorry. To the show that you're listening to right now.
Keith Latix, baby. Don't forget it. Keith Latix. So yeah, shout out to us. You know, send us some messages, send us some thoughts, ideas, even if it's not what we're talking about tonight, or anything you've heard so far. Let us know.
Right.
Could be something we're interested in. You know,
Showing
like
up.
I said, it's Keith Latix. Your voice is it. So let us know.
Yeah. As corona cases skyrocket.
Smoking on this. Let's Scotty! Let's get it!
Oh, you smoking on what?
Let's Scotty.
Biscotti, okay.
It's on.
Well, I got some Gorilla Glue over here. Showing up. Yeah, but as of corona cases skyrocket, U.S. marks 4th of July with pleas for people to skip the parties.
Please, baby, please don't leave me for that nigga Corona. Don't leave me for Corona.
Fuck is this nigga talking about?
Boom. Cannon, right on point. So why we playing with you? It's for your safety. There's a lot of you motherfuckers out here are dirty. Very, very dirty.
Right.
With that being said, you don't need to spread the germs. Keep it to yourself. Kids included.
I mean, is it important to go out and party right now?
No. Is it important to keep sane and enjoy yourself? Yes. But have limitations. Know your limits, know your boundaries. Know what's going to keep you safe. Know what's going to keep you here on this earth.
Right.
And if you don't want to live, shoot yourself in the head. I mean, shit. I'm not promoting suicide in no fashion or form. But if you don't want to live, I'd rather you kill yourself than to try to take 5 or 10 people with you.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like people they're so anxious to go out because they've been in the house for so long. We're not used to a pandemic. So it's like kind of hard for people to stay in the house, but at the same time, there's people dying from this shit, man.
I say it like this. You got 2 choices. Stay in the house or die.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying stay in the house like barricade yourself, but make your trips worth it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going out to hang with some friends and have a good time, 6 or less.
Yeah.
Spaced area, hang out at the park, somebody's house, they got a balcony, y'all out outside, y'all drinking, chilling. Hey, that's a good time. That's a safe and controlled environment. But you still gotta watch those motherfuckers that like to bring the life to the party. You know, you always got your female or your male friend that wanna invite some extras over and spice it up, and that's fine. But know where they've been, know what they've been doing. Make sure they're on the same page as you. You know, we all got something to live for. Dirty Joe or Sue may not be, you know, looking to live long. They're just looking to get a nut and keep moving. So think about that. It ain't always about you.
That's so true. But I heard down in Florida right now, the people that's at the beaches, you can rent an 8-foot square for people just to be inside your circle or whatever. But I don't think that's even necessary. I think people should not be at the beaches and shit.
You can't close that down. People gotta live. And what I mean by that is people gotta live, those businesses. They gotta make their money too. This is what they live for. Some businesses are striving just to make it some other summer because that's the only season they open.
Yeah.
So you gotta think of it like that. So, you know, shout out to those businesses holding on and still trying to do their thing. But, you know, I support you 100%. I'm not coming out the house, but salute to you, and I hope things work out for you. Like today, I was riding out, and the dude was out there begging for money, asking for 60 cents. I had a case of water in the car. I gave him 4 waters. He only took 2. He's like, you ain't got 60 cents? I gave him the waters. I said, I don't have 60 cents. I don't even carry change like that on me.
Right.
So it was funny at the end of the day, later on, I did have change on me later on after I didn't see this dude anymore. But he turned back around after being with displeased and said, you know what, thank you for this water. It's going to help me get this 60 cents.
Right. Yeah.
Think about what you got to do. Wise up.
Yeah.
Wise up.
Yeah, man. That shit is crazy. A black man tries to cash his first paycheck. The teller calls 911. What the fuck is up with that shit? I go cash my check and the teller calls 911? Like, what the fuck?
You nigga not working.
Excuse him.
Nah, for real, I don't know what that's about. That's just some real hateful shit. And that's where bias and racist crosses it best.
I mean, that makes
no sense.
No, it don't make sense, but at the same time, what I can say is that's why we need a black-owned, operated business. That's why. Because a black man getting a paycheck shouldn't be afraid to cash it. A black man shouldn't have to go to a check casher. He should be able to go to the bank, cash his check, put his shit in his account.
Man, I'd have photo shit that motherfucker. You know how you take the picture of your check with your phone and shit. But at the same time, no, he should still have the right to go to the bank. That makes no sense that you call the police on you. I would really like for her to be interviewed, and I would like a statement from the bank I want to know what bank that was too.
Yeah, they did not announce that part, but yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up for black men. You can't cash your check. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get direct deposit.
Yeah, start doing direct deposit to people
To avoid shit.
Yeah, to avoid issues and shit like that. But it's fucked up that being a black man, you have to do certain things so you won't have to go through these situations. It's like you can't. At some point, you have to go inside the bank.
You know, the crazy.
Teller.
Not to cut you off, but the crazy thing is, it's almost reverting back to the days of slavery where we had it was the black book.
Okay.
And the black book told you all the black places you could go to in the town, where the safe haven was,
right.
What roads to travel when you were traveling, da 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 da. It's almost like you gotta have the Black Man's Guide of 2020. Copyrighted, you bitches, 7 the Slayer. But the Black Man's Guide to 2020 and beyond is simple mathematics to not strain your life against the non-colored man.
Right.
We're not even going to make it in a racist form or fashion, but the Black Man's Guide in 2020 to survive. Cash direct deposit. Cash your checks on electronic mobile devices. Make sure your car is clean with no paraphernalia or drinks or anything like that before taking off. 2 or less passengers in your car while driving down the road.
Right.
Making sure you're tense. Driving while being black, and what areas and what counties are prejudiced and racist and things of that in your area.
Right.
These are things that you have to know when being a colored person.
Right. That's real shit. That's some real shit.
Shouldn't be like that, but it is.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it.
Shit, they mad hip hop make just as much money and sometimes more than country.
But it lets you know right there that that's racism.
Mm-hmm.
Like him going inside the check cashing spot and this person calls the police for whatever reason. You called them because they was black. And you instantly got scared when they walked up to the teller because you might have thought that they was ready to do something. But that lets you know also further the stigma that a white person has against a black person.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Which is crazy. That's like I was looking at something on the History Channel about Egypt. The new treasures that they found in Egypt. Me and my wife was watching it, and they found in one of the logs that they had that one of these items was missing, like one of these boxes, and they was looking for a long time, so they finally found it. But inside of it was like tools that they used for the boats or pieces of the boat that they used when somebody would pass. They would put them on the boat and they would sail them out into the sea, basically to transition from life to the underworld, basically. Yeah. But anyway, inside of the box was like old pieces of newspaper, and it had the date and the month and year. The year was 1933. Is when the guy had found the stuff in Egypt. But what I noticed was the old advertisement. You feel what I'm saying? So when I remembered that, by saying that, the old advertisement that I remember seeing was the little black baby being chased by an alligator. You feel what I'm saying? When I was growing up, being young, I thought that was just an advertisement. But coming to find out, no, it wasn't an advertisement. It was letting you know what they used to do to black babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the things that were presented to these people back then is the stigma that they have now. And that's how many years ago? Over 50?
Yeah.
In 50 years,
it ain't long.
It's not long at all. So if slavery stopped, right? So if slavery stopped in 1965 or 1950 or whatever the case may be, that's still not long ago. So, hey.
When you think about this stuff, man, it really weighs heavy on the heart, man. It just comes to the thought of, why just can't we be peaceful? But you know, the crazy thing is, I gotta find out the lady's name, but everybody knows who she is, honestly. And if you don't, you gotta know who she is. She was on the red table with Jada Pinkett. I'm not going into that Jada Will Smith shit, fuck that. But the insightful part is, this white woman basically explained the whole race. There was no such thing as race until the Spaniards came along, the Spanish Inquisition came along, and it was basically, they had to find a reason to kill people that didn't look like them, because they couldn't say that they didn't believe the same faith as them.
Right.
So they made it into a race war. And that's how it all came about, of the whole white superior. And then it went on and it went on and it evolved into this crazy bigotry shit.
Right.
And it makes me laugh and it makes me cry at the same time. All for the struggle of power over another person.
That's all it's about. Somebody being over top of somebody else.
And it's like, where the fuck do you get off? Because at the end of the day, you were actually born from a colored person.
Right.
But you strained your genes so much that you have no melanin anymore. Unless you mix with a colored person.
The crazy thing about it was, last week I saw on TikTok and it was saying something about the black woman. The
mother of all.
The genes that they have, that they can create from. They can create all different races. You feel what I'm saying? The power in that alone. Someone
no race. It's only one race, the human race.
That's it. It's the human race.
And I ain't even one of you motherfuckers. But continue.
Yeah. But Seattle protesters struck by car on a highway. Suspect in custody. My opinion about people protesting in the highway, you're going too far.
Yeah, you obstructed. A road or a street, I understand.
A highway,
a highway, can't nobody see you.
Right. If somebody's,
what if you use a tractor trailer? Dog, you gone.
Right. But at the same time, when people are driving on the highway, and you know when you get to a part where you start seeing traffic slowing down, and then you see traffic stopping. Now, when you got protesting going on and they are on the highway when you can see it, they are flying through. But
a deer.
Right. But the cars that's on the highway have to supposed to slow down for the pedestrian. But the thing is, you shouldn't be on the highway.
Fuck that. If you protesting on the highway, boom, you got hit. I'm not saying you deserve to get hit, but you stupid. Now, if you was a pedestrian on a highway because your car broke down, you were pulled over or something like that, then yeah, the person should have been slowing the fuck down. Because when I see people on the road, on the side of the road, for whatever reason, meaning if it's their car or walking up the side of the highway because whatever reason, you never know when you see a person walking up the side of the highway. But that's the side of the fucking highway. You're telling me this person got hit in the middle of the fucking lane. Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
You knew better.
Of course they did.
The insurance should pay out the minimum deductible.
What's the minimum?
Whatever the insurance policy is. I don't know what the mean is out there, what the contract is in Seattle. But whatever the minimum is, they should pay it and keep it moving. and that person should not be sued to hit them because of or charged with manslaughter or first attempt or none of that, or no points, because they on the highway. They probably freaked out, didn't know what to do.
I'm not sure. I didn't see a video or anything like that. I ended up reading it, but it didn't say too much. It just said that.
Just think of how many people panic on the highway when they see a deer or a rubber tire in the middle of the road.
Man, fuck that. Look at how many people panic on the goddamn road, period.
Right, and cause a whole jam up or pile up.
Yeah, and then the highway is 10 times worse.
Right.
That shit is crazy.
I don't fault the driver.
Yeah?
But like you said, I ain't seen no video either.
I don't know.
Before what I'm hearing.
Right.
Russian reports reportedly offer bounties to kill the U.S. Do you think Trump knows about this in March? So shit then backfired, and Russia want to now kill motherfuckers over here.
No, what happened was Trump. They said that Trump found out about Putin putting bounties on the U.S. troops that's over there. So they over there killing motherfuckers and shit. They said yo had what's the little, I guess the news that they get or whatever about shit. But hey, he was supposed to have known about it in March. Here it is. We're in July and shit. And the sad thing is, if that happened in March and he was just being briefed about it, how many more soldiers got killed after that? Because I'm starting to see soldiers on TikTok, the real reasons why they joined the service. Nowhere near has any of them said, I'm here to fight for my country.
Well, I'm going to put it to you like this. If y'all come after him for that, then where was y'all at when Bush was over there looking for Udom and all that? Like, Dave Chappelle said it the best.
What?
About Bush.
I don't remember.
So basically, Bush was over there like, man, you threatened my father. You try to kill my father. What motherfucker? You try to kill my father? Man, send them troops. Send them troops. Take everything, man. We're going to get this old money. We're going to ride up. Cheney, get that shit. Bop, 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 bop. And at the end of the day, Obama had to get that dude. Obama had to bring Cheney home. Ain't nobody thank that man for that.
I still don't think it was.
But we had to go to war. We went to war for that man and that father and that oil. That was all the money thing. It was like, you disrespect my father. Now I'm gonna go get this oil money. I'm gonna take y'all land and da da da. We had no business over there in the first.
But I don't believe Bin Laden had something to do with it. I really don't.
I said Saddam Hussein, dog.
Oh, Saddam. Nigga, that crazy son of a bitch. Him and his goddamn kids. Fuck is nuts. I thought he was talking about Bin Laden. My bad.
No, I said Obama found Bin Laden because Bin Laden was in the whole Bush 2 whiff or something. I was like, there's two different incidents, but all over there.
Yeah.
And then Obama brought Cheney back.
Yeah. Man, there's been so much crooked ass shit going on, man.
That's what I'm saying, dog. When you out there like that and you are over there, there's a lot of decisions that had to be made that the regular human day to day cannot make. So at the end of the day, if y'all come for this man for this, I don't agree. You can come for him for anything else, but you can't come for him on this if he didn't know. Because you don't know if they wasn't telling him on purpose to set him up.
That shit's crazy.
Or if they wasn't telling them for other reasons. Shit, the president is a puppet. He's a glorified puppet.
Yeah. One thing I will say, for this president that we had, everything he has done, I've never heard him tell the truth. And then when I saw on TikTok,
he Donald J. Trump.
No.
Man, you gotta understand, this is America's golden boy. He was America's golden boy.
No, wait a minute.
Back in his 20s.
No,
he was
but
bred
wait a
for
minute.
this shit.
No, because what you just said about Obama and shit, yo was like, he made a speech at some dinner shit or whatever, and his wife was there, and he was on the thing talking, and next thing you know, yo was like, he brought up how everyone loves Michelle Obama. Like, okay, why not? So what he said was, Michelle Obama made a speech. Everybody loved it. His wife did the same fucking speech. He said, my beautiful wife Melania made the same speech. And she got ridiculed for it. This motherfucker said, he just don't understand. Like, hold up.
Alright.
Wait a minute. My whole thing about it was, this is who Donald Trump is. He's a copycat. He's a hustler, and he's a scammer. Period. He'll build a hotel, but the hotel rooms look like a New York studio apartment. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck?
Alright, so let me put you lames on the game. So, this is Michelle Obama, a black woman, at her finest, the queen. Salute to you, dear.
Salute.
You've done many things and not just be the president's wife. Your name, Michelle Obama, carries weight itself for your actions and your contributions to the community.
Church.
Whether it's been the community of color or not.
That's right.
Now, Mr. J. Trump, let me explain something to you. We ridiculed Jay-Z when he stole Biggie's lyrics. In that community, we ridicule any copycats, snakes or cheats. If you was a true hustler, you would have rearranged some words, took some good points, and made your own speech. But for you to just sit there and say the same fucking speech, what has your wife done? Nothing. So, before you come for Michelle Obama,
talk that shit. Talk that shit.
Put some weight behind your wife's name. As a businessman, I respect you. Because you play a way powerful game.
Yes, sir. That nigga play home never Monopoly.
I need you to back your wife's resume.
Right.
To put some weight on her name before you come saying Michelle Obama's name.
Yo, because I'm like, how can you put her beside her? Like, you Michelle?
No. Breakfast Club edition. When Baby was in there talking to Charlamagne. That's how Michelle Obama should be right now. Put some respect on Michelle Obama's name, okay, man? Like, on some real shit. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with color. Just put some respect on her name. Your wife ain't in the same category. You might want to get you a woman that can do what she do. If you was to go sick the day of tomorrow, could your wife hold it down? Hell no. Michelle Obama could, dog. That's why she carry weights. Her name rings bells in penitentiary cells and all across America, across the Liberty
But
Bell.
you know why people love them?
They real.
What? No, not just because they real. Yo, Obama had one side of the table. Michelle Obama took the other side of the table.
But that's why a lot of people hate them as well.
Yo, they worked as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And got this shit done. And if she's in the media being a first lady that no one has been done before, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't just gonna see the inside of the White House, how she decorated it. You gonna see what I can do.
Kids in no affairs, you might have saw one smoke a little bit of weed, but that's something that grew from the ground. There wasn't no motherfucking cocaine or nothing. It wasn't like the Chelsea Clintons and the rest of you motherfuckers, you know. No scandals. No scandals.
Hey, because, they even try to bash the fact that her daughter was caught smoking weed. Like, yo, that's what we do. Like, the fuck? But I don't understand why y'all even try to put us right there. That's like, you can't put Michelle next to her. Michelle created her own lane. Right. In order for you to beat what she done, you gotta do exactly what she did.
And she ain't had to show no cleavage, no ass,
nothing. Cause she thick as shit anyway.
Yeah, she bad, man.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
respect Obama.
Showing up. And he kept it G all the way.
Man, my man the G, presidential style. Enjoy your life, baby.
But you know the crazy thing was? You remember how he started out, motherfucker, smoking the cigarettes and shit? When everybody found out this the black thing. Nigga was smoking Newports. Niggas was happy about that. Like, yo, he really...
It was on a thing that they could relate. It was on something small and stupid, but they could relate to him. And on that level, hey, do your thing.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you could relate to him on that, relate to him on some other facts.
Right.
Open up your eyes.
Like, yo, but he kept it real far as like what he was saying, how he was handling situations and shit like that.
Yo, he went out and told, he did a speech at the school and he told him, look, I know y'all like Lil Wayne, I know y'all like Baby and all these rappers.
He said that shit.
But if you ain't the next Lil Wayne or the next Baby, shit. Have a plan. Have a plan. Know what you good at and do
that
it.
Shit.
So man.
Nigga, he said that shit and he meant that shit. I'm serious.
He was a good dude. I hate people that hate on him because at the end of the day, by you being a politician or whatever you are, and you may see more political things than what I see, but he didn't make a fool of himself, and you gave him an economy that was already messed up, and he had to put a band-aid on it. The ship sinking, right. And he basically kept that shit afloat.
That's all he could do.
And Donald Trump capitalized off of it and made profits of America go up. I will say that, but he fucked everything else.
I still don't see the profits going up.
No, you're not going to see anything now because COVID fucked everything up.
Even before COVID.
Before COVID, the economy was spending. No. I'm not saying they were spending correctly, but the economy was spending.
So you can't say that it was on a good path. You can't, like, being honest, if you're not ahead of the game, you are behind. If we just making a float, we doing bad as a country.
We was always just doing a float. Bush turned us, almost put us into the Great Depression.
Well, no.
9/11 and Bush shit almost put us in the Great Depression.
They made things change because how the economy had went from one level, like for example, me having an apartment back when Bush first got in office, my apartment was $429. After 9/11 and everything, apartments had went up so high where one bedrooms were like $600, $700, almost $800 for one bedroom apartment. I don't
put that on them because that was rising anyway.
Why? Why are we changing
economy? Okay, when you talk about the housing industry and everything and how that rises, apartments are not priced on what's in them.
No, it's the same thing if you rent.
They're priced on the area and the convenience and the community. And then you get the base rent of the apartment is whatever it is in that area. And then you get charged off the conveniences of what's in the community. And that's always rising when something new comes. That's just what it is.
But that's only if you got a community that's ahead of the game. But you can't do that. You can't do that with a community that's fucked up.
But that's where you have your community leaders, and that's where that makes what rises. And that's because if a new business comes in, then that draws a certain customer, certain revenue, and then that's what's in the community. But if that business is not giving back to the community, that's where that community shouldn't allow that business to come in and buy land, meaning their aldermen, their city council, things of that nature. That's where that comes into play.
But that's the issue right there. Now, if you
that's your internal. That doesn't have to do with your president. Now, when it came to the gas, back then when Bush first came into office,
because you can take $20,
99 cents.
That's what I'm saying. You could take $20 and fill your tank up.
But then after, when we went to war and all that, where was our gas coming from?
Right. So that lets you know right there, all our money that's being spent in defense, we only know that it's used for defense. The ideal thought is, we buying weapons for the army, the military, police force X, Y, and Z.
Now, I will say this. If we hadn't went into war, you wouldn't have had people like Elon Musk and with the Teslas and the hybrids and all of that making the money they are now, because the gas industry, the people that was making their money off the cars and the gas industry was basically blocking them out. They were basically the same as just like the weed industry. How the weed industry wasn't allowing the actual growers that's been growers for 40 to 100 years into the game. They was blackballing them and pushing them out of the game. But then when we had no choice and we were forced, because we were limited on resources and we were scared to be left useless, then we were boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah, we're gonna let you get a contract. It's gonna be low, but yeah, now we're gonna let you. Oh shit, it's working. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. All right, da 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 da. But we can't. We gotta release this to the public slowly, because if we do this, we're gonna bankrupt these dudes over here, and then we bankrupt them. They got their hands in this, and they're gonna take this back, and they go because everybody colluded.
But that's the thing about it. Now, as you explained, how this person would make this area have this amount, that area have that amount, but when it comes to the black community, it seems like it's set up to snatch more. So, for example, the people that come in the community don't really have a say of who can come in. We do, but if you take 100% and add it just for a community, only 35% knows about what's going on, and they are involved, or they are part of the movement. But
whose fault is that?
But a lot of people don't have information. That's just like what just happened with the mail and the voting. But a lot of people didn't get.
But whose fault is that?
So wait a minute, you saying it's my fault that I didn't get the voters thing in the mail?
Whose fault is that?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you are in control of your own destiny. It's not your fault that you didn't get it in the mail. It's your fault if you didn't go vote or go online and look. Because at the end of the day, you knew what you wanted to do. And what was it that you wanted to do? Vote.
Right.
So, if you wanted to get them new pair of tennis shoes, or you wanted to get your wife that new car, or whatever that object is, that one thing that didn't come, let's say the deal was that you was going to get that car for 10 grand, but the market price was 15,000, but it didn't come through with that dealership. Oh, well, not with that one, on to the next. I'll keep looking until you get it. So, with that vote and that knowledge and everything else, you gotta apply that same ethic and that same hustle. But you really didn't want it.
Right, because I will say later I ended up finding out that you could have went online and voted. But I didn't find that out until, a week later, after the fact?
Right.
But
you know for the next time, but that was how you knew at the one. Now you knew at that point how educated you was in the area of what you wanted to do.
Right. So when November comes this year, I don't have no reason not to.
Right. And that's learning from the mistake.
But what if the ones that don't look at the news, but they see what's going on from other areas of online
research?
No. Well, okay.
Research. You gotta get involved. We're not saying pussyfoot into this shit. It's either all or nothing. Get in or shut the fuck up.
True shit. That's true shit.
Because at the end of the day, whatever you're going to do, whether it's going to school, writing that paper, getting that A, hustling on the block, getting them bricks for the plug so you can get it back and re-up again, you got to do. But with all the controversy and everything going on, I know you love listening to me because I'm sipping the motherfucking Slayer.
Jada Black.
So follow us on Instagram at Instagram.com. Keefletics, KIFLITIC, C as in a cat, S for 7 the Slayer podcast. So yes, Instagram.com, Keefletics podcast. And also we're at www.speaker, that's SPREAKER.com. And you can also see us on Twitter, because Twitter's very nasty. That's what 7 the Slayer is at. Twitter.com/Keefletics with a 1. So with everything that's going on, there's a lockdown order for 200,000 in the northeastern Spain due to a COVID-19 outbreak.
Woo! That shit jumped like a motherfucker, shorty.
Man, that's what the Spanish flu over there. Over there in Spain, baby. So you know it's gonna get hot over there and break back up. Shit probably about to break back up over here, and people just don't know it. That's why they told you to stay your ass home on the 4th.
Do you think it's gonna hit Maryland?
Fuck yeah.
You think we're gonna get shut down again?
Hell yeah. Probably not to the full extent as we were before, but shit gonna shut itself down because there's gonna be so many cases.
I got a feeling that they're gonna cut everybody's hours back, so you only can go to work for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, some shit like that.
I've been working from home all this time anyway, so
yeah, I go back to work on Monday, y'all.
Be careful.
Yeah, man.
You can have me with my gas mask and shit.
Yeah. In the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, we had black TV shows and movies that made people aware of the police brutality and the racism. Family Matters, The Cosby Show, Bill Cosby, The Color Purple, The Birth of Our Nation. And then also, this new movie that's coming out, I forgot what network, but you can search it online. It's called Cracker. The premise behind this movie is about what if white people were slaves?
Cracker. Man, Cracker. That shit funny.
I'm just saying.
The thing is, the reason why white people would never be slaves is because we didn't have that. I'm not gonna say we didn't have slaves either, because we had kings and queens over there where we were from and where we originated. But at the same time,
because I'm overhearing now that the kings and queens that were black, we had white people as slaves. That's what I heard from an actual native Indian.
You had people that were slaves more as you saw king and queens, like how you see the trade,
right?
With Merlin and stuff like that, and king and queens of that nature. You had slaves of that nature,
right?
It wasn't a race thing.
Well,
it was a class.
Well, if that's the case, that's a problem.
It's still a problem.
That's a whole human problem.
Right, but that's how it was made since the birth of time. They say,
okay,
with kingdoms, queens, and villages, and the whole 9 yards. I mean, all the way back to 800 BC, and when we listen to the stories and read the book,
right?
That's what it goes to.
Right. And then also, new on Disney, the movie/play, Hamilton. Today I just learned about who he was as I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
He was light-skinned to a point where he could pass for white, but he was black. But
a lot of people like that.
But the play showed how devious two black men. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can have an opinion, but the one that's against what you believe in, what they can do. So, well, they was black on the play, but they were supposed to be white, but the hatred.
I know the story.
Just the hatred how a man can have for another man. You feel what I'm saying? And then the most stupidest shit was the doors. Like, two men, walk away and then you turn around, pow, you shoot each other. Mm-hmm. Like, being a coward was in birth in humans long way ago. And the crazy thing about it is we need to start looking at the real root behind everything that's going on. And it's not just the Black Lives Matter. It's a human problem.
Yeah. I look at it as, there's this one story, man, where it was on, I think it was on Lifetime or something, but it was a while back ago. Right. Look it up when we come on the next episode. I'll make sure I know the name. But it was a white family. And basically, they were prestige, blah, 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 had money, all, blah, 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 this, and that, and everything that, the white family would have.
Right.
When the grandmother died, they had the birth certificate and they found out that the grandmother was actually black. Mm-hmm. And that their father was white, their grandmother was black. So all of them were black.
Yeah. I mean,
but they all had white features, blah, blah, blah. None of them had, this was the story, and it was supposed to be based on a true story.
Right.
And it was so crazy that they were in shock and awe because some of them had looked down on blacks for so long.
Right.
That it just fucked up their whole way of thinking life. Some of them changed and some of them denied it. Because it was like 6 girls, 4 boys, and they all had children and blah, blah, blah. Right. And the shit was just crazy, man. It just really make you,
Announcements. If you're tuning into our show, you should also know about the beginning, the founding show, Chop It Up Podcast. Season 2, Friday, August the 7th, 9:30.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you be able to catch everybody, man. Jay Black,
CDD,
Slayer,
TD,
and the Mrs. And then also, Luxury Lotus, starring the Mrs. She will be on the air doing her thing soon. So look out for Luxury Lotus. White House hosts a party in the middle of the pandemic. What kind of example are these motherfuckers setting, yo?
Donald J. Trump, bitch.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
I told you, my White House big, bitch. I invite 200 people.
Right.
Spread them out. I don't even show up to the motherfucking thing. Okay. Because Rona ain't even real.
I ain't going to nobody party. Fuck that.
We got the cure, bitch. Donald Trump.
Trump used Mount Rushmore to address the rail against removal of the monuments. Move all that shit. That's what I said.
Man, put a picture of my dick up there.
Oh my God.
Love it.
If anybody's single, he's available.
Don't want bitches. Don't want these bitches. Man, no, on some real shit, remove all the racial shit, man. I don't know what we need it for. There's no respect there.
No, it ain't. Ain't at all for real.
Go outside.
4th of July, y'all.
We don't celebrate this shit.
22 years ago, on June the 7th, 1998, James Byrd Jr. was lynched by white men, but it was not public or there was no tape recorder. No videotape, sorry. Black people, huh?
So literally is saying is that it was not televised, nor was it publicized in local newspapers or anything. It went down, it was a closed case approved by the county courts.
Shut the fuck up.
They hush-hushed it under the rug because mom and daddy paid the sheriff.
Shut up. Black people are afraid of being hung in 2020. Black people have been hung in the 90s, 80s, and the 70s, and more.
Try to hang my ass. I'm coming out here like Blade.
The difference between 2000s and the other years, in the 2000s, they have cameras on the cell phone. See, just like James Byrd Jr., there was no videotape for him to be hung, but it happens.
Like I said,
I mean,
that's some small towns, man.
No, but the thing about it is, this isn't new. These are the reasons why black folks are angry.
Yeah.
The stories that we don't know because it couldn't get recorded because of this. They didn't have cell phones back then. We had beepers, and before beepers, we had landlines. And the way you knew were the stories that came from the great grandmothers and everybody, and you told them.
Dog, that's why. All right, on some real shit, a lot of people don't like Will Ferrell. I did.
Will Ferrell.
Blaze of Glory, shit like that. But the TV movie, the movie show Anchorman.
Okay.
Anchorman 1 and 2.
This was a good show. Good movie.
There was an underlining in the movie that everybody didn't get. And it basically told you what happened. When phones and technology and social media came and YouTube, the media couldn't swing the news the way they wanted to make the stock market go the way, to make everything go, to make you panic and buy what you wanted. So they had to switch to then the grocery stores and the other things and the storms and the weather. Because social media controls what you see in everyday life. The news reports it one way, and then it comes out another way that this is the way it really happens, and they lose all credibility. So now they'll even pay those social influencers to sway their way, and whichever ones go that way, boom, boom, boom. The other ones they may eliminate whatever process before they see fit. It's big corporations out here, baby.
Morehouse College. Robert F. Smith, the founder, chairman, and CEO, and his family have donated $34 million to the new Morehouse College Student Success Program to pay off the loans that the students and the parents of the class of 19 have to pay. My dude.
Salute.
Shout out to that man and his family being able to set a stone to show. You feel what I'm saying? That's real big. Cause it's hard for kids right at the college, man.
Yeah.
College, trade school, those student loan shits. Yeah, man, that shit hard as shit. But shout out to them. Huh?
Be serious what you gonna do.
Exactly. Ask George Bush launches new groups supporting Joe Biden. You think he doing that shit out of spite?
Man, that's a money thing, man.
Cause Trump losing right now.
Yeah.
He losing bad.
Yeah, man. It's a money thing. It's all about who's gonna win. That's why I like that power, a lot. So for the black people that weren't really political, when they watched the end of Power, it really shows you how they jump shit back and forth.
Most definitely.
If you want to get good and see a lot of political shit and see ins and outs, watch a lot of CBS TV shows. A lot of them are real. Yeah.
But you can tell they actually against each other in there.
Yeah.
You can see that. And that doesn't show leadership. Because leadership, everybody works as a team. The friend of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Or the devil I know. Hey, real shit on that. No, sorry, go ahead, dog.
at least 8 Secret Service agents stuck in Phoenix with the coronavirus after a Hills trip. So, you're gonna have a fucking party and 8 Secret Service stuck in Phoenix with the coronavirus. So either these 8 Secret Service took a local trip to where Slim Thug got the coronavirus with them strippers and shit for them delicious, or everybody.
But they in front of the.
But everybody,
president.
everybody got the White House, and everybody in the White House got the government.
But them niggas is stuck in a goddamn hospital somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Hospital, hotel, wherever they at. But you know, they knew, like, yo, oh my god, like, what the fuck.
Your boy Jay Trump has no idea why he wants a second term. He wants a second term because he's Donald fucking J. Trump. And if he's going to be Donald J. Trump and have his name plastered everywhere he wants in history, he got to be known to have second term, 2 terms. Because Obama had 2 terms.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason why that motherfucker
Obama had 2 terms. I want 2 terms.
And that's probably what exactly, when they asked him that question, that's probably exactly what he said too.
If a black man had 2 terms, I want 2 terms.
Yo, he ain't nothing but a goddamn biter.
I cannot be the only white man as president that didn't have 2 terms. George Bush had 2 terms. Right. And if Obama had 2 terms, I bet damn sure have 2 terms just like George Bush and Obama. Not gonna let Obama up me on one.
Bite ass nigga.
U.S. military coronavirus cases more than doubled in the last 3 weeks. Told you.
Now,
all the motherfuckers got the corona over there.
Especially the ones that they out here, you know, with the protest situation and shit.
Yeah. Shit real, baby. Yeah. I said I wouldn't talk about this shit.
We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
Man. All I gotta say is
nope, read it.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna read it.
You read it, because
Austin Alsina stands by his truth after addressing alleged Jada Pinkett Smith relationship. Austin's words: "I just simply want the chains off."
You a lame. You're a lame. Capital L-A-M-E.
Yo, look.
So if you dicking Jada Pinkett down, why is it anybody's business?
You know why?
You could have went and talked to a therapist.
You know why?
Anybody, but you wanted the world to know.
You know why? You know why? Every
you
time
need attention.
No, every time you have sex with somebody, you give them your energy.
So you want to tell the world? So you want to get the world your energy now?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, he is hurting.
Okay.
So he's hurting because he was in love with her.
Okay.
So the crazy thing about it was, if he met her fucked up, like she said in one of her little interviews about him, she met y'all, how they met, and he was using perks.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Women, so he's not consciously there, but he's there. But as he's going through this process, she's alone. Now, even if y'all went to will and they have an agreement, that's their business.
Let's say he's not. So you saying he's consciously and not there. So let's play devil's advocate here then. Let's say that he sees that Will and Gina have an open relationship in their marriage. And he fantasizes and actually wants that, but can't have that.
So, right. So my whole point of being when I was getting ready to say
what if he's never even had it? And this is a whole ploy to get it.
Exactly.
And he still can't get it there.
Exactly. So at the same time, when you out here fucking people, You fucking one time and you leave them alone, yeah, it's Gucci. You can go ahead about your business. But if you keep fucking them and you keep fucking different random people, throughout the time, the people that you fucking gonna fall in love, regardless of how you feel. That's just nature. So when you out here having partners and shit like that, be mindful. Be mindful that you're gonna need this person is gonna be a part of y'all. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what you do, that's what you do. I don't agree with the open relationship shit at all. You feel what I'm saying? But if there's another female inside of another relationship where there's another man and woman, that's fine.
I understand what you're saying. So go talk to a therapist. You went and said all this shit to the world. You said all this shit to the world, and what does it do? Nothing. You're a fucking lame.
I mean, he's looking for.
You supposed to be taking care of your nieces.
Well, this motherfucker, he's looking for something. That's just my opinion.
Man, I fucked with you before. I used to fuck with a lot of your songs and shit. But man, you're lame for exposing yourself like this, man. It used to be, and I love this shit, and I love this shit. And this bitch gonna do this, and that bitch gonna do this. Man, you used to be rocking. Now is you a lame to the L to the M to the E to the L to the A to the M to the E to the L and E. Lame!
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Jay Black.
7, the slate. Laying you motherfuckers down. One by one. Do. Bow.
See y'all next Saturday. Holla.
One love.